Hi everyone, I'm Nancy.
And I'm Stephanie.
And if you enjoy our show, please like and subscribe.
Hit that bell.
Yes. We're also on Instagram at TWiN, and you can also find us on Twitter X. Well, this is kind of a fluid story. This is a developing story. I have a feeling there's going to be many layers to it. We sort of touched upon it at the last Invictus games in Dusseldorf. We noticed something. We noticed that it wasn't as grand. There weren't as many people. There was one I think it was what Boeing sponsored it, but you then said in one of our shows, we had a 3-part series on it. You said, wait till next year when they have no money and all their sponsors and everybody start dropping them. I guarantee they're going to ask Harry and Meghan to not be a part of it anymore because of losing sponsorships. And then this
They're kryptonite. That's
they
what
are
I said.
kryptonite. That is true. So this article in the Daily Mail came out today. Prince Harry's Invictus games is thrown into chaos as 2 chiefs are sacked, as insiders warn staff morale is at an all-time low and claim event is over budget despite $30 million government grant. I had no idea that they got a government grant for this. I thought it was all donations and sponsors. This is news to me. So like I said, this is a developing story. This is going to be a fluid story. We're going to get more into it, I'm sure, over the next couple days, but I just wanted to talk about it with this article. Let's get into it. Prince Harry's next Invictus games in Canada, a country loved by him and Meghan Markle, is in turmoil as 2 senior executives were dismissed for no apparent reason with just over a year to go. A whistleblower told Mail Online today.
There's a reason.
Yeah. The Invictus Games will be held in Vancouver and Whistler in February 2025 and will feature winter sports for the first time. It looks like Invictus has been markled. But Mail Online can exclusively reveal that CEO Peter Lawless, a lawyer and arguably Canada's most respected Olympic and Paralympic administrator, has left his job abruptly. Well, that's never good when someone leaves their job abruptly. That just can't be good. An insider has claimed that Mr. Lawless, who was awarded the Diamond Jubilee Medal by Harry's grandmother, the Queen, in 2012, was fired, and morale amongst staff is now at an all-time low. An Invictus Games spokesperson declined to comment on whether he was sacked, instead of saying he had been transitioned out and was no longer an employee, but will remain an ambassador. Also leaving the Vancouver Whistler team is Bill Cooper, who was in the role of Chief Commercial Officer for 10 months until he left in October. He has thanked colleagues for their support after several praised his grace and accused Invictus 2025 of making a big mistake by getting rid of him. One Games volunteer said that staff are concerned that these recent moves will again overshadow this incredible event for our veterans. They also raised concern that the Sussex's security and other costs may put a strain on Games finances if Invictus 2025 has to pick up the bill. Very, very interesting. He said that the 2025 Games is facing financial concerns, a claim denied by Invictus spokesperson, despite the governments of Canada and British Columbia having pledged to spend almost $30 million American to stage the Games. The whistleblower said CEO Peter Lawless and Chief Commercial Officer Bill Cooper were dismissed for no apparent reason. It's interesting that this is all the Canadian government. Who's in charge of the Canadian government? Trudeau. He's shady.
Well, and also, didn't she have ties to the Canadian government? Isn't her best friend Jessica Maloney? Wasn't she married to
the former PM's
son? Yeah.
This is a significant setback for just over a year to deliver the games, which I'm told are well over budget. You know, all the stuff that's going on in Canada right now, and I am up to breast with what's going on as far as like the home prices being just insane, skyrocket, and, you know, kids not able to make a decent earning. I'm sure they're going to love knowing that they have to shell out $30 million for Harry and Meghan's vanity project. I'm sure they're going to love this. Volunteer claims that the departure of the CEO and the chief commercial officer has caused disquiet internally. He said, as you can expect, the morale among the staff and volunteers is at an all-time low, and Prince Harry and his wife have become a significant distraction with all their troubles. You said all this during our coverage. This is so funny how it's biting them in the bum.
I only said that because in my head, it was taking me back to the Netflix stuff when all those directors started quitting.
Yeah.
And then some producers started quitting. And these were women. Yeah. Okay. And they were like, I've had enough. I am not putting my name on this, you know? So then in my head, I'm going, oh, more kryptonite.
It's crazy. As volunteers, we are concerned that these recent moves will again overshadow this incredible event for our veterans. Enough already. Mail Online approached the Duke and Duchess of Sussex to comment on the departures and whether they were involved. I'm sure they didn't say a damn thing. Look at her claw. I mean, what is with that? I don't understand that. That's not the way to go for a handshake. Their spokesman was also asked if Harry and Meghan cover their own travel, accommodation, and security costs during Invictus, the last one being held in Dusseldorf, Germany in September. Harry and Meghan had every chance to make it about the veterans and lend their support. They had every opportunity to show. She's the one that dressed inappropriately, put herself in the front, marched with veterans.
The first day she was like, oh, I'm late because I was a mom. I mean, she made it all about herself.
Yeah. And then these are like the people that work there, and they were like shocked to hear about that. Like you guys got to go on Twitter and just read what they wrote. You can pause to read what they put, but a lot of people were just like left baffled by this decision. They didn't see it coming. The article goes on to say Meghan has close friends in the city. Sure she does. And holds great affection for Canada, having lived in Toronto while she was filming the series Suit. So there you have it. There's trouble in the world of Invictus.
Looks like another one of their endeavors is crumbling to the ground.
It's bad. It's bad.
Not good.
Yeah.
Whatever they touch. And I just remember, man, when they first announced that they were moving to the States, and it was like everybody wanted a piece of them,
but they blamed the pandemic.
Right? It was all the pandemic's fault. Everybody wanted a piece of them. They wanted to give her a podcast. They wanted Netflix came into the mix. Oprah came into the mix. Tyler Perry came into the mix, and now look what's happening.
Nobody wants them.
Looks like karma's a bitch.
Yeah,
because you do that to the queen, and all your kingdom starts crumbling around you.
Yeah.
It's called karma.
You guys into it.
Probably can't spell it, though.
Today's animal rescue is Missouri Pit Bull Rescue. And I want to thank our friend on Twitter for telling us about this wonderful rescue. Her mission is to promote responsible pit bull ownership, provide breed education, combat pet overpopulation, fight unfair legislation, and find qualified homes for sound pit bulls in the Midwest. This is a great charity. It's really hard to place pit bulls, and they get a bad rap. I don't know why. I have never had a bad experience with a pit bull ever. They've all been sweet. I really do think it's the owners, not the dog. I really do. I subscribe to that.
These people don't give up on them, and that's why they're so great.
I mean, these sweet faces. You guys need to check out their website. I will put the link in the description below. If you can't give them any love, that's fine. Just pass their information to friends and family and tell them
it's the holiday season. People are giving. Just pass it along, share it.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us, and we will stay on this story because I have a feeling that it's going to be a lot more to talk about when it comes to this. But this is huge. This is big.
That a lot of layers.
There's so many cracks already, and I'm really surprised that the people of Canada want their tax dollars to go to this vanity project of theirs. I'm just really surprised. That was the one takeaway of the article that shocked me the most.
That's why I want to kind of dig deeper into the Jessica and her husband thing, and I want to dig deeper into the Trudeau thing.
Well, Trudeau's corrupt. He's corrupt.
Allegedly. But allegedly. I'm just saying,
nobody likes Trudeau.
I'm just saying
the liberals don't like Trudeau. The progressives don't like Trudeau. Nobody likes him.
It's just ironic that it's in Canada and she has so many ties to the powerful men.
The elite.
Okay?
The elite.
I'm not saying anything further than that. We'll get into that later.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Okay, bye, guys.
See you later.
Love you.
Bye.